Hello everyone and welcome to this webinar on the Tour Operators Margin Scheme, more commonly known as TOMS. My name is Jasmine Martin and over the next hour we're going to look at the VAT treatment of travel businesses and in particular some of the practical issues that arise when operating TOMS. TOMS is a special VAT scheme that many businesses find challenging because it doesn't follow the normal VAT rules, as we will see. We'll cover the fundamentals of VAT in the travel sector, look at when TOMS applies, work through the annual calculation process, and finally finish with some practical examples designed to bring the rules to life. Focus today is very much on the practical application rather than legislation, so the aim is to give you a framework that you can take away and apply when reviewing travel businesses and TOMS calculations in practice. Let's begin by looking at what we'll cover during today's session. Today's session is split into 5 main sections. We'll start with the VAT fundamentals and briefly remind ourselves how VAT works, including the rules around input tax recovery. We'll then move on to VAT in the travel sector, covering the important distinction between agent and principal and some of the key place of supply rules. We'll then look at the Tour Operators Margin Scheme itself. So what is TOMS? Why was it introduced? When must the business apply it? And some of the key rules that operate within the scheme. We'll then move into the calculation section and look at how the margin is calculated, how annual adjustments work, how provisional TOMS payments are made during the year. Finally, we'll finish with some worked examples. Before looking at TOMS specifically, let's quickly remind ourselves how VAT works. VAT is a tax on the supply of goods and services. Businesses charge VAT on their sales, this is known as output tax, and subject to the normal rules, they may recover the VAT incurred on their costs, which is known as input tax. Although the UK has now left the European Union, VAT remains fundamentally the same, and the UK continues to operate a VAT system broadly based on the former EU framework. The travel industry is unusual because many supplies take place across multiple jurisdictions, and that's one of the reasons why TOMS was introduced.